Testing. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Amuda from the Registry Department of DISTED College, and it is truly an honor to be your MC today. On behalf of the college, I would like to extend a warm welcome to each and every one of you as we come together to celebrate the Convocation ceremony for the DISTED College class of 2025. May I kindly request your attention, please? Our Convocation ceremony will be starting shortly. Before we begin, we would like to remind all parents and esteemed guests that a professional photographer will be capturing the special moments as our graduates receive their well-deserved diplomas and degrees. To ensure the photographer can work without interruptions, we kindly ask that everyone remain seated throughout the ceremony and refrain from approaching the stage, as this may obstruct their work. Additionally, we would appreciate your cooperation in ensuring that your mobile phones are either turned off or set to silent mode, so as not to disrupt this important event. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as the academic procession and stage party makes its entrance, and kindly remain standing until the national and state anthem. Thank you very much. Please be seated. Tan Sri Dr. Ko Soo Kun, Chairman of WOU Board of Governors and Wawasan Education Foundation, Mr. James Kon, Chief Executive Officer, Regional Director of AUG Student Services and Distinguished Speaker for Convocation Class of 2025, Dato Dr. Lim Si Boon, President of DISTED College, Professor Dr. Liu Teck Kui, Vice Chancellor of Health University, Ms. Jessia Ang Jim May, Registrar, DISTED College, Dr. Lam Lee Sien, Head of Academic Affairs, members of Board of Directors, members of Board of Advisories, Head of School and Departments, DISTED academic staff and members, distinguished guests, proud parents and family members, ladies and gentlemen, and most importantly, the graduates of the class of 2025. Thank you for joining us on this special day as we celebrate the DISTED Convocation honoring the graduation of the class of 2025. We are truly grateful to gather here today, and we hope this year's graduation becomes a cherished memory for our graduates on something they will hold dear for years to come. The convocation ceremony marks the conclusion of one most important phase in your educational journey and the beginning of a new and exciting chapter as you embark on your pursuit of a brighter future and a better life. This morning, we take immense pride in witnessing the conferment of diploma and degree upon 42 deserving graduates. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Today's ceremony will be presided over by Dato Dr. Lim Si Boon, President of DISTED College, who will also deliver his opening address. Ladies and gentlemen, we now kindly invite Dato Dr. Lim Si Boon, President of DISTED College, to officially declare the commencement of DISTED College Class of 2025 Convocation.
I declare the 2025 Convocation ceremony of DISTED College open.
Thank you, Dato Dr. Lim Si Boon. Next, we are honored to call upon Dato Dr. Lim Si Boon, President of DISTED College, to present his opening address.
Thank you. Tan Sri Ko Soo Kun, Chairman of WOU Board of Governors and Wawasan Education Foundation. Mr. James Kon, Chief Executive Officer, Regional Director of AUG Student Services and Distinguished Speaker for Convocation Class of 2025 and a DISTED alumni as well. Professor Dr. Liu Teck Kui, Vice Chancellor of Health University. Ms. Jessica Ang, Registrar, DISTED College. Dr. Lam Lee Sien, Head of Academic Affairs. Members of the Board of Directors, members of the Board of Advisory, heads of school, heads of department, DISTED academic members and staff, distinguished guests, proud parents, ladies and gentlemen, and most importantly, the graduates of Class 2025. Good morning. Let me begin by congratulating the graduating class of 2025. Since 1987, DISTED College has proudly, without interruption, continued to deliver academically rigorous and industry-relevant diplomas and degree programs in Penang. today, our graduates, you joined 15,000 DISTED College graduates over the years and proud alumni of DISTED. It is said that it takes a village to educate a child, and your journey from preschool to now the completion of your educational journey through a diploma or a degree reflects that traditional proverb very clearly. Your life was touched and nurtured by many, and today you step out not only as graduates but wise adults. And it is now your turn to influence the next child and pass on the wisdom that you have acquired. I urge you to reflect on the wisdom acquired through your own journey, and don't forget to express your gratitude to those that have influenced you positively, and do keep in touch with those that you have met in this educational journey. Indeed, it is very challenging days in the economy with AI coming to the fore. But do not forget that through your educational journey, you have acquired a formidable set of skills. It built up the determination and resilience in your character, and you have also honed the ability to make decisions. Your journey at DISTED has taught you how to stay relevant, adapt to the changes, and most importantly, embrace the opportunities that come along and never give up. Don't forget, if you need guidance, the 15,000 DISTED community out there is here for you. The alumni, the 15,000 alumni, is a very strong network, so please embrace that. You also have our academic and non-academic staff whom you have built a very good relationship. They are always there to guide. If you need to find a place for you to reflect, come and engage us, or just come back and sit and reflect and have a coffee at Dish, And most importantly, come back to encourage the next generation of DISTED students. We at DISTED College and our wider DISTED community wish you great success in your next chapter of life. I share with you a parting quote that is very dear to me. It's from Winston Churchill. Failure is not fatal. Success is not final. It is the courage to continue that counts. So good luck. Enjoy your day, and we wish you well in your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lim Si-boon, for your inspiring opening address. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we have all been anticipating has arrived. It is now time to proceed with the conferment of diplomas for the class of 2025. It is now my pleasure to invite Dr. Lim Si-boon to confer the diploma awards. To all diploma graduates, kindly rise.
Power vested in me by the Board of Academic Affairs, DISTED College. Upon graduates, their diploma awards as they appear in the Convocation booklet for thee. Diploma in Business Studies, Diploma in Accounting, Diploma in Business Information Technology, Diploma in Computer Science, and Diploma in Creative and Multimedia Production.
We will begin the presentation of Diploma Awards for the School of Business and Hospitality. It is now my honor to invite Dr. Lam Lee Sien, Head of Academic Affairs and Head of School of Business and Hospitality, to announce the names of the graduates.
Dato Dr. Lim Sibun, I present to you the following graduates whose names as appear in the convocation booklet, the Diploma in Accounting and the Diploma in Business Studies. Diploma in Business Studies, Hema Nandini Anak Perempuan Saravanan. Lim Chenze. Sugesh Velu anak lelaki Sasikumar. Cheng Get Hun. Muhammad Amir Shafiq bin Muhammad Azman. Trinity Tan Singh.
Thank you, Dr. Lim Sibun. Thank you, Dr. Lam. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now move on to the presentation of Chairman's Award for Diploma Program. It is with great honor that I invite Dr. Lim Sibun, President of District College, to present the award to the outstanding diploma student for the class of 2025 with the highest scoring amongst the whole of diploma cohort. This year, we are pleased to announce that we have an exceptional recipient for this award, having achieved the highest CGPA of 3.81. Let's give a warm round of applause to Lim Hao Zi from the Diploma in Business Information Technology. Lim Hao Zi currently pursuing his data analytic degree with us, where it is in collaboration program with Help University. Though he couldn't be here in person, we are pleased to have Ms. Side Subramaniam, Head of School of Computing and Engineering, accepting the award on his behalf. Our heartfelt congratulations once again. Thank you, Dr. Lim Sibun. Ladies and gentlemen, we now move on to the prestigious moment of conferring the 2025 degree awards. It is with utmost honor that we invite Dr. Lim Sibun, President of District College, to officiate the conferment of degrees for our graduates from University of Staffordshire, UK. To all bachelor degree SU graduates, kindly rise.
By the power vested in me by the Senate of University of Staffordshire, I confer upon the graduates as they appear in the convocation booklet for the degree for the Bachelor of Arts Honours Accounting and Finance, Bachelor of Arts Honours Marketing Management, Bachelor of Science Honours International Business Management. Graduates, you may now be seated.
Now we would like to invite Dr. Lam Li Sien, Head of Academic Affairs, to announce the names of the esteemed graduates who have successfully completed their bachelor's degree from the University of Staffordshire.
Dato Dr. Lim Sibun, I present to you the following graduates whose names as appear in the convocation booklet: the Bachelor of Arts Honours, Accounting and Finance, the Bachelor of Science Honours, International Business Management, and the Bachelor of Arts Honours, Marketing Management. Bachelor of Arts Honours, Accounting and Finance, First Class Honours, Gozing. Bachelor of Science Honours, International Business Management, Haritara Anak Perempuan Warataraju. John Lucas Anak Lelaki John Francis. Pang Jiayi. For the Bachelor of Arts Honours, Marketing Management, First Class Honours, Robin So Kwok He. First Class Honours, Terence So Kwok Hui. Jason Lim Kai Shen.
Thank you, Dr. Lim Sibun. Thank you, Dr. Lam. Ladies and gentlemen, we now proceed with the conferment of HELP University Bachelor's of Psychology Honours degree. We are honored to invite Professor Dr. Liu Teck Kui, Vice Chancellor of HELP University, to preside over the conferment of degrees for the HELP Psychology graduates. To all psychology graduates, please rise.
By the power vested in me by the Senate of HELP University, I confer upon graduates as they appear in the convocation booklet for the Bachelor of Psychology with Honours.
Thank you, Professor Dr. Liu Teck Kui. Now, we would like to invite Dr. Lam Li Sien, Head of Academic Affairs, to announce the names of the esteemed graduates who have successfully completed their bachelor's degrees from HELP University.
Professor Dr. Liu Teck Kui, I present to you the following graduates whose names as appear in the convocation booklet, the Bachelor of Psychology Honours. First Class Honours, Nicole Goh Su-en. First Class Honours, Tan Wei Fang. Ashley Tan Jia Yu. Zheng Renlin. Zhang Jiayuan. Zhao Winson. Lim Yi Hong. Michelle Bani. Neo Hui Lin. Ong Jolin. Ui Ji Shan. Prabha Anak Perempuan Soma Sundaram. Tivyashini Anak Perempuan Sela Balakanapati.
Thank you, Professor Dr. Liu Tukui and Dr. Lam Li Xian. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the presentation of Chairman's Award. I'm honored to call upon Mr. James Conn to present the award to the best graduating degree student. This year, we are pleased to announce that we have exceptional recipient for the award. Having achieved the highest CGPA of 3.7, this year, this recipient will be sharing his gratitude towards the awards and his achievement right after the awards presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause as the Chairman Awards is presented to Robin So Kwak He from the Bachelor's of Arts Marketing Management with first class honors.
All right. Thank you. Okay. Dear Tan Sri Dr. Kaur Sukun, Chairman of WOU Board of Governors and Wawasan Education Foundation, Mr. James Conn, Chief Executive Officer, Regional Director of AUG Student Services and Distinguished Speaker for Convocation Class of 2025, Dato Dr. Lim Sibun, President of DISTED College, Professor Dr. Liu Tekui, Vice Chancellor of Help University, Ms. Jessica Angimei, Registrar, DISTED College, Dr. Lam Li Xian, Head of Academic Affairs, members of the Board of Directors, members of the Board of Advisory, Head of Schools and Head of Departments, DISTED academic members and staff, distinguished guests, proud parents, ladies and gentlemen, and most importantly, the graduates of class of 2025, warm greetings to all of you. First and foremost, I thank God for His grace, wisdom, His mercy, and His understanding and knowledge that have made it possible for me to stand here today. And all praise and all glory to Him. And a big thank you to my parents who have given their unwavering love and support, especially financially, and out of the love of God and beyond responsibility. And especially to my mom, thank you for the guidance and paving the way for me since young and throughout my degree journey. And to my elder brother, who is also my classmate here, thank you for your guidance and input during assignments. And the lecturers here are a proof that there are no plagiarisms between us. And to my partner, thank you for your companionship, patience, love, and support. And to all of my lecturers, notable mentions, Miss Sitei, Miss Elaine, Miss Tan Pei Shi, Mr. Yi, thank you for availing yourself, sharing your knowledge, and providing guidance throughout our studies. And to my fellow classmates, thank you for bringing life, laughter, and friendship into my degree years. And rewinding back to 2021, during the height of COVID-19, when PKP, PKPB, PKPP, PKPD were part of our daily life. My brother and I were looking for a university in Penang, and DISTED stood out because of its environment, because of its greenery, and so it was a comfortable environment to study here. And though through these 3 years of degree life here, though our life was simple, unlike the mega cities, the big campuses, it was more than enough, and we are truly satisfied. And of course, in our final year, as the last batch of SU program, we sometimes had classes of only 5 students, and sometimes even just 3 of us. And those classes really tested our attentiveness, and as every action of us were clearly visible to our lecturers. And of course, the time that every student looked forward to was a break time, where we could have a toilet break, where we can play table tennis, where we can play the piano, and even making DIY waffles. And a special shout out to Chef Chan. His baking skills are truly awesome. His breads were truly delicious. And as the saying goes, trust the process. The experience of completing this program goes beyond the certificate and the trophy. It goes beyond the 3-digit numbers on our exam results. It is more about our character building, skill development, mental endurance, and also persistence, all of which have added immense value to all of us here. And just as the author Sally Hogshead said, different is better than better. And when life gets tough, when we find ourselves in the valley, unsure of what to do or why things happen, let us persevere to the end. To be gold and not bronze or just silver, we must go through the refining process. So let us trust the process, not take the easy way out, not settle for less or not seek for merely good, but pursue the different and the best. And this graduation ceremony isn't the end of our lifelong journey. It is a milestone, a flag planted in our marathon of life. And as the Chinese proverb says, 活到老,学到老, live to old, learn to old. This reminds us that learning is a lifelong journey, and one is never too old to grow or to obtain knowledge. And as we continue our journey in life, may we carry the words of the Apostle Paul in Colossians chapter 3, verse 23. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord and not for human masters. And may this be an encouragement to every one of us here to live fully and to learn continuously and to do everything in life with all of our heart. And to the class of 2025, congratulations. You have endured, grown, and triumphed through uncertain times. Today, we celebrate not only what we have achieved, but also who we have become. May the journey ahead be filled with love, faith, hope, joy, peace, courage, purpose, and lifelong journey. Thank you, and God bless all of you.
Thank you, Mr. Robin. Ladies and gentlemen, the presentation of scrolls and awards has now concluded. At each convocation, amidst the tapestry of accomplishment and realized dreams, one exceptional student is selected as the valedictorian for the graduating class. This honor is bestowed not only for academic excellence, but also for exemplifying the entire cohort's virtues, aspirations, and spirit. It is with immense pleasure that I announce the valedictorian for the distinguished class of 2025, Miss Ashley Tan Jia Yi, a graduate of Bachelor's of Psychology Honors. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in warmly welcoming our valedictorian, Miss Ashley, as she delivers a valedictory address.
I think I can go higher a bit. Yeah, somewhere around here. Yeah. It's fine. Thank you. Okay, so Tan Sri Dr. Ko Sukun, Chairman of WOU Board of Governors and Wawasan Education Foundation, Mr. James Khan, Chief Executive Officer, Regional Director of AUG Student Services and Distinguished Speaker of Convocation Class of 2025, Dato Dr. Lim Si-boon, President of DISTED College, Professor Dr. Liu Teck-kui, Vice Chancellor of Help University, Ms. Jessia Ang Jume, Registrar of DISTED College, Dr. Lam Li-sien, Head of Academic Affairs, members of the Board of Directors, members of the Board of Advisory, Head of Schools and Head of Departments, DISTED academic members and staff, distinguished guests, proud parents, ladies and gentlemen, and most importantly, the graduates of class of 2025. Good morning, since it's still 10:38 right now. So, I'm a bit nervous right now. However, bear with me. I think we can all agree that the journey to getting this scroll, which I do not have in my hand right now, was not easy. And we've spent countless of hours in classrooms, labs, the library, and let's be honest, on last minute group calls at like maybe 3 a.m. trying to pull through our assignments and everything. We've had presentations where the projector decided not to work, exams where our brains stopped working halfway too, and assignments that pushed us past limits that we didn't know that we have. But it wasn't all struggles, because we've also had our fair share of laughter, inside jokes that only we would understand, celebrations after deadlines, random conversations that made our days brighter. So I think all of these little moments, big or small, they have stitched together the fabric of our journey. They're what we'll carry with us long after today. Memories that remind us not just of what we studied, but also of who we became along the way. Of course, none of this would have been possible without the people who supported us. To every lecturer who has been part of our journey, thank you. You did more than just teach us theories and concepts. You guided us with patience and pushed us to grow into better versions of ourselves. Thank you for believing in us, even when we didn't fully believe in ourselves. Now this goes out to the lecturers from the School of Psychology, Ms. Teo, somewhere over there, Ms. Shini, Ms. Indra, Ms. Shakirin, and also our important guest today who came all the way, Ms. Sue. Thank you all so much for your guidance and most importantly, the support that you've given us throughout our degree journey. And now moving on to our families. Thank you for your unconditional love. Some of us may not say this enough, but your encouragement itself is sometimes enough to keep us going. And now on a more personal note, I would also like to take this opportunity to thank my parents who are seated over there. Thank you so much for your utmost support during my degree and for, why are you coughing so much? And for, I was talking to my dad, by the way, and for letting me study whatever I want, so yeah. And of course, to my beloved course mates, thank you for walking this journey together, for the shared notes, shared stress, shared laughter, and everything in between. We couldn't have done this alone, and I think that today proves just how strong we are when we support each other. I will take this off because it's a bit uncomfortable right now. For my send-off message to the class of 2025, we're probably all in our early 20s right now, or are soon to be 20. So it can feel like life is this huge race that we're all supposed to climb and supposed to win in. But let me tell you, life is not a race at all, and it's not linear, so you won't be having a smooth sailing journey throughout. You'll have ups and downs, bumps and closures and everything, and it's okay. What matters is that we enjoy the process of becoming. If you've just turned 20 recently, that practically means you're only a few months old in like adulthood. And I'm 23 now, so I like to think that I'm just a 3-year-old baby. Thank you. We're all still learning, still figuring things out, so don't stress about having everything done by a certain age. Looking back, you've probably achieved more than what you possibly give yourself credit. If no one has told you this yet, then let me be the one to say it. I am proud of you, and I'm also proud of us. This one, however, is for all my peers from the School of Psychology. You need to calm down. We have our degrees right now, so there won't be any more surprise assignments hiding in eLearn. There won't be any sudden like supervisor meetings for your theses. You just have to enjoy and celebrate because you got the degree. You did it, okay? So on that note, I'd like to conclude by saying, slow down. Life moves on really quickly. And as we prepare to embark on on the next chapter of our journeys, remember to take the time to enjoy the moment that you're in right now. So congratulations once again to the class of 2025. You did it, and now it's time for the next chapter. Let's remember that success is not only about building our own careers, but also about giving back to our communities, to society, and even to the future students who may walk these halls in the future. So may we carry forward the lesson that we've learned here, not just for ourselves, but to make a difference in the lives of others. So thank you, and once again, congratulations to the class of 2025.
Thank you, Ms. Ashley Tanjui. Thank you. It is with great pleasure I would like to introduce you to our guest of honor and distinguished speaker, Mr. James Conn. Mr. James Conn, CEO of AUG Student Services, has over 2 decades of experience in international education and has transformed AUG into Malaysia's largest education agency with a global footprint of over 30 offices. An alumnus of DISTED College since 1999, where he completed the South Australian Certificate of Education, formerly known as South Australian Matriculation. He has since led strategic initiatives that have positioned AUG as a leader in Asia-Pacific region. His efforts have earned him national honors, including Pingat Pangkuan Negara, PPN, in 2024, and Pingat Kelakuan Terpuji, PKT, in 2025, as well as international recognition as one of PIE's 50 Voices of 2025. In 2025, to mark AUG's 30th anniversary, Mr. James Conn aligned the company's mission with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, UN SDG, launching impactful CSR initiatives such as building homes for the Orang Asli community and pledging RM 7.5 million in scholarships for the Malaysian students. Beyond his corporate role, Mr. James Korn is deeply committed to humanitarian services through the Malaysian Red Crescent Society, where he has now serves in governing board, exemplifying his values of compassion, leadership, and community care. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure to let us put our applauses to welcome Mr. James Korn to give his address to the class of 2025.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, MC, for the kind introduction. Tan Sri Dr. Kor Soo Khoon, Chairman of Wawasan Open University Board of Governors and the Wawasan Education Foundation. Dr. Lim Sibun, President of DISTED College. Professor Dr. Liu Teck Hui, the Vice Chancellor of Help University. Ms. Jessica Ang, Registrar of DISTED College. Dr. Lam Lee Sen, Head of Academic Affairs. Members of the Board of Directors, members of the Board of Advisory, Head of Schools, Head of Departments, DISTED academic members and staff, distinguished guests, the very, very proud parents and their family members, ladies and gentlemen, most importantly, the graduates of class 2025. A very good morning, everyone. What an incredible day this is. First and foremost, of course, congratulations to every single graduate here today. You have really made it. All the hard work, the late nights, countless coffees, maybe countless bubble teas, and perhaps even a few tears have led to this moment. Take a moment, breathe deeply, savor this achievement. Today is your day to celebrate, and of course, I hope there's a lot more to celebrate in the days and years to come, and because you have truly earned it. At this juncture, I think my very first message in a speech like that would be to remember the art of being grateful. So at this juncture, I'll really like to invite the graduates of 2025 to really stand up and give your loudest round of applause to all your supporters who have made this journey possible, your lecturers, and your proud parents and family members. So the graduates of 2025, if you could please stand up and give your loudest applause to the people who have supported your journey to get today. Face your parents. I know we rarely say our thank you enough, but well done to them. Thank you very much. You may be seated. Thank you. My name is James. I'm really proud to say that DISTED has been a big part of family and still a big part of my family story. Besides my sister, my brother, and I, who are alumni of this college, it's my education here that has led me to my career journey here, recruiting students back here to DISTED, and of course, many other institutions around. As CEO of AUG, a company I've been part of 22 years and counting, I don't own the company. I started from grassroots and made myself all the way up. I started in sales as an education consultant, promoting DISTED College and many other institutions. I took on every task, even the ones outside my job description, making coffee, cleaning up the toilets, cleaning up the office when we were very, very small. Looking back, it was those extra efforts that has shaped the leader I am today. I always believe that unless you get your hands dirty and learn it, you will probably never understand how difficult that simple task can be. It is easy for bosses around to say, I want a clean toilet. But how do you know how much it takes to make sure that toilet is clean unless you have done it yourself before? And it is important, especially if you're in customer service, and I'm in the service sector, it is important to provide that hospitality and warm welcome. In my work, I'm also very privileged of walking alongside thousands of students like yourself as they navigate one of the most important decisions of their lives: choosing the right uni, choosing the right course, and eventually choosing the right career path. I've seen dreams take shape, confidence grow, setbacks become comebacks, and if there's really one thing I've learned over the years, is that your graduation is not the final stop. It is the launch pad of a brand new journey. And thanks to DISTED's focus on developing well-rounded individuals like all of us, that launch pad is now one that inspires growth, purpose, and a real-world readiness. And I'll explain that further. But it's not all going to be sunshine and roses. There will be thorns, there'll be rainy days, there'll be ups, there'll be downs. We are living in a time of extraordinary acceleration. We have AI reshaping industries, automation redefining roles, and the future feels like it's arriving faster than we can ever prepare for it. So what do you actually do when the rules keeps changing? You focus on the qualities that always matters, the values that will not change. And I'm going to share with you today the cap, the CAP that you are wearing today. C for curiosity, A for adaptability, and P for perspective. Let me explain. First, curiosity. You have to stay hungry. You have to stay open. The world keeps changing, and those who keep asking questions keep discovering new paths. Don't wait for answers to come to you. Go out, explore, and learn, and that's how you grow. Second, adaptability. Be flexible and not fragile. Life doesn't always follow the script, and it's your ability to adjust that keeps you moving forward. Adaptability is more than just reacting. It's choosing to grow in the face of change. Third, perspective. Take a step back to see the full big picture always. When things feel overwhelming, like you just said just now, stay calm. Shift your view. What may look like a failure may turn out to be the start of something even better. With the right perspective, you make clearer and wiser decisions. Looking back, the most defining moments of my career were the multiple failures that I've endured and experienced. So my advice is going to be, fail when you are young. Fail now, explore now, so that you've got better experience to try for better days ahead. My father, my mentor, told me something that struck. Every setback carries the seeds of a greater comeback if you're willing to plant them. From that day on, whenever I face a challenge that feels too hard to handle, I ask myself 3 questions. What can I really learn from this? And that's curiosity. How can I turn this into an opportunity? And that's the A, adaptability. And will this still matter 3 years, 5 years, 10 years from now on? And that's the P for perspective. These questions have helped me stay grounded, especially when the way forward felt uncertain. These questions have also helped me to shape who I am and what I have achieved today. And I hope they are here to help guide you too. Graduates of DISTED Class 2025, the future won't be handed to you. It will be built by you. So build it with curiosity, with courage, and with conviction. The goalposts may shift, but stay rooted in your values and your principles. Remember, there are no shortcuts in life. Tiada scheme cepat kaya. No scheme cepat kaya. And whatever you achieve, always find a way to give back to society and to your community. Congratulations once again. The next chapter is yours to write, and I, for one, can't wait to witness how you will all change the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. James Conn, for the insightful and motivating speech. As we come to the close, the curtain of today's memorable ceremony, I would like to invite Dr. Lim Sibun to officially declare the DISTED College Convocation ceremony for the class of 2025 closed.
I declare the DISTED Convocation class of 2025 closed.
Thank you, Dr. Lim Sibun. Ladies and gentlemen, the DISTED Convocation of 2025 has now drawn to a close. It has been a day filled with unforgettable moments for all of us. We extend our warmest congratulations to all our graduates and express our heartfelt gratitude to the family members and friends who have joined us in making this ceremony truly special. The main procession will now leave the hall. Graduates, parents, and esteemed guests, please remain in the hall until the stage party has exited. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, kindly rise as the main procession leaves the hall. To our graduates, we kindly request that you remain in the hall for the photo session. We warmly invite our distinguished guests and thereafter our parents to proceed to the cafeteria and join us for a meal. Once again, thank you and may you enjoy a pleasant day ahead. Parents can avail yourself to the cafeteria for a meal. Thank you very much. Students, please remain for the photo session, yeah?